So here's this coffee table that I made, I don't know, a month or two ago. And just the other day, I ended up kicking this leg just a little too hard. And look, I popped the dowels that were in there. They just snapped off. And now, like, it's not like the table's unstable or anything. Like the tabletop is secured at these two points. So this was like still pretty secure. It's just now it's like just shifty. My options here are to try to make a clean break off this leg, which is still perfectly secure and pretty sturdy. I don't know what happened here. I guess maybe this joint was just a little too weak. So that's one option. You pop this one out and then add more dowels, because I only have a dowels going through this one. If I was to do this again, I would put a second set of dowels through here as well, and that would make it super secure. But what I'm gonna do is just add some wood glue, clamp it down. Once this sets, I'm gonna cut some little brackets out of oak and just use pocket holes to secure them into this apron and then into this apron, and that should keep it pretty secure, or at least that's my hope. So in terms of the setting for the pocket hole jig, I put the bore thickness at 1 inch, but for the drill bit itself, I kept it at the 3/4 inch setting. So I'm using 3/4 inch oak board here. The exact lengths of the brackets don't really matter. I think one of them was 5 inches and the other one was 6 inches long. Based on what I've seen online, the corner brackets could be smaller, or typically are smaller, so you may want to go that route. So I made pocket holes on both sides of the oak board just so I can have as secure a piece as possible. And the oak boards I'm using are 1.5 inch wide, and after testing it out, the pocket screws when installed aren't close enough that they will touch each other. But again, it depends on the width of your apron and the length of your screws. The next step is to cut 45-degree miters on either end of the corner brackets. Just make sure the orientation is correct. Just picture a trapezoidal shape when you're cutting these miters and you should be fine. So before clamping the corner brace to the table base, I wanted to make sure it's not going to shift at all as I'm installing the pocket screws and potentially making the table not square. So I used super glue to secure the corner braces, and I just held it in place for about 10 to 20 seconds, and that was long enough for the glue to cure. And then I finish it up with a clamp to just make sure it doesn't pop out when I'm installing the pocket screws. And the screws that I'm using are 1.5 inch long fine threaded pocket screws by Craig. Again, I would recommend testing this on scrap wood before doing this on your actual build piece if you were to make this coffee table or a regular size table. And when I measured the screws, they went about 1/2 inch, give or take, into the aprons when I tested it out on the scrap piece, which should be more than enough. And that's about it. All that's left is to sand the corner brackets and apply stain so it can match. So thanks for watching. I hope this was useful to those that took interest in making this coffee table or are curious about making another type of table and want to do corner brackets. And after breaking the leg off the apron, I wanted to fix this and share this video as soon as possible, just in case somebody that watches my coffee table build video in the future, or they're currently subscribed to my channel and noticed that I made another video about this that could improve the table. I want to make sure they're aware of the situation. So thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Consider subscribing, and take care.